We don't do any project unless it's tied explicitly to whether or not it works, the learning outcomes. So everything, if I talk about any of the work, it always includes that. Armadale, which is in York Region, just north of Toronto. Principal started, her name is Jill Marr. No routines, hardly any, people were doing their own thing, all separated. She brought a focus to that on literacy and numeracy, used our ideas about how teachers can learn from each other, the need to be explicit about the best instructional practices. Recently, we're focusing more on technology as well. And Elmira Park Manor had, in 2009, they were not using any technology. They started to introduce technology a little bit at the beginning. They read some of our work that said pedagogy needs to drive technology. Teaching and learning, you have to figure that out first and then use technology to accelerate it. And that's what they did. They said, these are the learning goals we want to aim for. These are the success criteria that we have in mind to know whether we're getting it. And we're going to change our teaching to make students more part of the learning partnership. Their writing proficiency went from 42% at the high proficiency to 83% in 3 years. So we've got lots of schools like that, but what we've been also interested in even more so is the whole district, because it's one thing for a Park Manor to do this, but there are 125 schools in that district. So much of our work in the last 10 years has been to work with the leadership of the district, which means the leadership at the district level, superintendent and so on, school leadership, which is principals as well as teacher leaders, and make the whole system work. I did a book called All Systems Go, where just by the title, it's about the whole system. And we're able to pinpoint districts that we've worked with, and this is also encouraging, districts that we didn't work with but used our ideas without us. So Ottawa Catholic, which is a district in Eastern Ontario, fantastic results. Sanger in California, 15 or 17 schools. These ideas work. They work because leaders who are doing it take a look at what we found and they start to use it, sometimes without us and sometimes with us. I've seen it work in both cases, really big results.